So welcome to video statistics 10, the measures of central tendency. So what does that mean? What would words like central tendency mean? Well, they mean where's the middle? So given any set of data, there are three ways to talk about central tendency. The first one is the mean, which is in normal language, or what we're used to, is called the average. The second one is the median, which is essentially the middle of an ordered list. And the third one is the mode, which is, some people say, the one that occurs the most often, or if you wish, it has the highest frequency. So on the next page, we're going to look at any formulas and how to find these. So what we'd like to do first is we'd like to find the mean of my set of data here, which is the grades in an Algebra 2 class. And the mean is the average. So we know to find the average, we have to add these all up and divide by how many there are. And in statistics, adding up all the data, this is the sum of all the x's, divided by n is how many there are. So this is the formula for the mean. It's actually, if you wish, it's actually the sample mean. And if we change it slightly and we put the sum of all the x's over capital N, then that would illustrate the population mean. So notice the difference in notations for a sample mean and a population mean. Those notations are important. So why don't you go ahead and add those up and tell me what the mean is. And so as you can see, I got an average score of 55.58%. Is that what you got? Since these represent percentages in an algebra class. So if you didn't, check your calculations. The biggest mistake is usually made right here within. Maybe you miscounted and didn't realize there were 24 of them. Or you might have skipped one of them while you were adding. So check your details and so forth. In class tomorrow, I will show you how to find the average on the TI-83 in a different way than just adding them up and dividing. So I'll show you a way that's really cool tomorrow. So the median is the exact middle of an ordered list. So what I need to do is I need to put this list in order, and my favorite way to do that is with a stem and leaf plot. So I want to encourage you to do that and make a stem and leaf of this that is an ordered stem and leaf, and then we'll get back together and I'll show you how to find the median. So what I did is I made an unordered stem and leaf right here, and then I ordered them up right here so they're in order. Now if you remember, there were n was equal to 24. There were 24 pieces of data. And what I'd like to do is find the median. But if you'll remember from the first slide, the median is the middle value on an ordered list. And what I need to know is that this is an even number. So there isn't an exact middle. But what I would like to do is, in this case, I want to look at the 12th and 13th values and see what they are. So I am going to proceed to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 is 59, and 13 is 60. Okay? So the 12th data is 59, and the 13th one is 60. And so the middle value, because this is an even set, is going to be halfway between those, which is 59.5. So that is considered the median. All right? Now, suppose I add one more data value. Suppose somebody in class had an 88. Well, in that case, n would equal 25, and I could just pick the 13th value because that's the exact middle. So what I would proceed to do is to count 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13. And so the 13th value would be 60. All right? And so when finding the median, you want to know whether you have an odd number of data or an even number of data, and that tells you which method to use. Now, tomorrow I'm going to show you how to get these on a calculator as well. So let's do the last thing, which is the mode. And the mode is the one that occurs the most often. So when I look at this data set, what I see is I have two 59s, two 60s, two 62s, and those are the ones that occur most often. So this is a set of data we call multimodal because it has more than one, and those modes are 59, 60, and 62. They're the ones that occur the most often. Now, another way to look at this is if you remember, a histogram records frequencies. So what I would do is I would look at this particular spot on the stem and leaf, this row, because it has the most values. So I would say the class of the 60s contains the most values, so I would say the 60 class is the mode. Okay? And that's another way to do it. And so sometimes you're looking at classes, sometimes you're looking at individual values. And that's how you find a mode. Okay? So that's all I have for you. Tomorrow we're going to do the calculator, and we'll do a couple other things in the video tomorrow, including weighted means. Alrighty, talk to you later.